Oh, the Rock Island Line, it's a mighty good road. Oh, the Rock Island Line, it's a road to ride. Oh, the Rock Island Line, it's a mighty good road. If you want to ride, you got to ride it like you find it. Get your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line.
That would have been in the early 80s. Two guys were the owners, and one guy decided he wanted to open a restaurant. And so I talked to the other guy about whether I could buy in. And he said, oh, okay. And that's how that happened. And so from like 2012 until 2017, the record store only existed in my head. You know, I had to work and lost all whatever inventory I had. But once I paid the tax bill a couple of years ago, I was able to start amassing another bunch of inventory. And then this space became available again, and I moved in. I know, I wish there was, but I've always been, fascinated by records. I'm a musician. My mother had records when I was younger. It was like a time machine or a window into another world. It fascinated me because you want to get outside of yourself. It's like Thomas Beecham said that the whole purpose of music was to free your mind from the tyranny of conscious thought, which is one of my favorite notions about it, because you do want to get out of your head. I play at other instruments. Ukulele, not very good. Banjo, terrible. Clarinet, worse. Guitar, I can do okay. Well, it's not a question of liking it. The way it is with any kind of art is that if you have to do it, that's just the way that is. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad, but if you absolutely have to do it. So yeah, I'll go crazy if I don't do it, because it's part of me. Trying to get the record store set up, I haven't been able to do performance for quite a while, so it's been really, I miss it terribly, and we'll do it again. Record stores are really important. Places where like-minded people can bump into each other and rant and rave and carry on. And, as far as exchange of ideas, it's a place where you can come and find what you're not looking for. Come into a record store, you might hear something or meet somebody, or you'll read something that you didn't know you were going to bump into. And a lot of times that's where the action is. And if you can provide a space where that could happen, well, I think it's a public service.
Pat is a very friendly person, and he told me a lot about music, about his passion about everything. And I went there with a friend, and because I live in Austin, so I usually just move around and take some pictures. I remember very clearly that day I got a new lens. I visited the store with my very new lens, and the store seemed very crowded, but it has just a lot of good information that looks beautiful, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are gonna like it. So I went in, took a picture. I remember of my friend taking a picture of Pat. So it was kind of a situational thing where you see two people in a great store interacting with each other, and yeah, that was a good experience.
On the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. On the Rock Island Line is a road to ride.
One thing I remember about Pat is when my friend and I both want to purchase vinyls, and he kind of gave us a discount, which means the price is not always fixed. This kind of action is really just so nice and so chill. It's not like formal entrepreneurship, but more like doing business based on your heart, on your thoughts. I guess this kind of temperament always reminds me of maybe the Beat generation, because Pat has long hair, and it always reminds me of like the Beat generation, and also like the relaxed temperament of like Throws in Walden Pond. I guess it's not about business, but about a way of living according to what you want.
If you want to ride, you got to ride it like you find it. Get your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line. I may be right and I may be wrong. No, you're going to.
People sell their collection for a variety of reasons. It might be part of an estate, someone who's passed away. Could be somebody who just doesn't have time to listen to records. They've changed format. Any number of reasons why somebody might sell things. I tend to try and hold on to some of it if I really want it. But I have a lot of records at home. At this point, 40,000 records. It's abnormal to have that many records. And no, I derive a great deal of everything from them. Enrichment, satisfaction, pleasure. I make a living from them too. At this period, everything's for everybody. That young girl I was talking about, she wanted Benny Goodman records from the late 30s, even though she's, just a child now. She wanted to hear a sing, sing, sing. Said it was blazing. It's outside of like any kind of like time constraint. Like the era something was produced or whatever cultural context it has, it doesn't have to do with the music itself. I remember I would have a lot of customers in the old store come in from Africa looking for country and western music. It's like whatever appeals to you is yours. That's music you can love. And I find that the most engaging musical experiences are through analog sound, which is what's provided on these beautiful records, more so than any digital medium.
Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. Oh, the Rock Island Line is a road to ride. Oh, the Rock Island Line is a mighty good road. If you want to ride, you got to ride it like you finally get your ticket at the station on the Rock Island Line.